would sneak in and get a beer. And of course, I had this little jigger, so I'd do that for these guys, and then they'd buy me an ice cream cone. And so whenever I come in, they'd always say, well, here comes that little jigger. And you know, 65 years later, I come down there, and they still say, only they say, here comes that old jigger. Okay, I'm going to tell you the story about Cinderella. Now, most of you know Cinderella. Oh yeah, Cinderella, you know how she lost her slipper and then a boyfriend found it, and then they got married and so on. Okay, I'm going to tell you that story, only I'm going to change the front letters around. So now, she lived in this foreign country, but I'm going to say corn country. And she was a beautiful girl, but I'm going to say beautiful girl. Okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Once upon a time, in a corn country, there was a beautiful girl, and her name was Rindasella. Now, Rindasella lived with her ugly other and her two sad sisters. Now, also in this corn country, there lived a very, very pransome hince. Okay? Now, this pransome hince was going to put on a great big bouncy fall. And he invited people from miles around. Especially, you would have been invited now, especially the pitch repo. Yeah, especially the pitch repo. Okay, so Rindasella's ugly other and her two sad sisters went out to buy some drancy fesses to wear to this fancy fall. But now, Rindasella couldn't go because all she had to wear was some old riddy dags. Dirty rags. Yeah. Okay, and okay, so Rindasella was so sad, she just sat down and cried. And she was a kitten there, a scrying, when all at once appeared her Gary godmother. And she touched her with a magic wand, and just like that, there appeared a great big Sid Boach. A Sid Boach, a big coach. Okay? And Hicks white scarces to take her to this fancy fall. Okay, so now when she gets, and then the Gary godmother says, you must be home before midnight or I'll turn you into a pumpkin. Okay, so when she arrived at this fancy fall, the pransome hince, he met her at the door because he had been watching behind a wooden hidden window. Okay? And so they danced all night until midnight, and they lay in love. Okay, so they fell in love. Okay, so when the clock struck midnight, Rindasella staced down the rares, and just as she reached the bottom, she slopped her dripper. And of course, as luck would have it, this pransome hince found this slipper, but he didn't know who it belonged to. So the whole next day he went around this corn country looking for this beautiful girl who had slopped her dripper. But finally, he was about ready to give up, and he came to Rindasella's house. He tried it on Rindasella's ugly other, and it didn't dip. It didn't dip. Then he tried it on her two sad sisters, and it didn't dip. It didn't dip. So then he tried it on Rindasella, and it fit in. It fit in. It was exactly the sight rise. Okay? Now, the moral to this story is, if you want to go to a fancy fall and have a pransome hince loll in love with you, don't forget, you got to slop your dripper.